All right. Day 10, Saturday. We're going up to the Knock today. We're down to the Knock. Right now, we just got to the top of Wasser, which is probably, 4 or 5 miles from where we stayed. And then we got to drop down like a couple 3,000, 4,000 feet down to the Knock, and then climb out of the Knock. That's the Nantahala Outdoor Center. Climb out of the Knock like 3,000 feet. So we may or may not go 18 miles today. Yeah, you can see it's cloudy. This kind of cloud coverage wasn't supposed to happen until tonight, but it does look like out here to the west that there might be a hole opening up. So some of this moisture might kind of either blow out or blow in, right? But yeah, what a climb that was. Yeah, a lot of climbing out here. It's really more intense than Georgia for sure. But you also get these sweet mountain views, which, they're hard to beat. And that's where we're going over there. That's that far range, that's the Smokies, and we're supposed to get snow on Tuesday, so we'll see how that comes. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and start heading downhill. Alright, so I'm starting this descent down to the Nantahala Outdoor Center from the top of, I think it's Wasserbalt, and traveling here behind Katie, who's up ahead a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice day today. We're gonna grab some lunch down there, grab a couple carabiners. My wrist has been acting up and hurting. My left wrist, the one I'm holding the camera with. I did some digging before I left town, and I kind of upset like one of the tendons in my arm, and for some reason yesterday I was just eating an apple, and after I ate the apple my whole forearm swole up, and just using my hand to hold an apple was enough to kind of irritate it. So then on my other hand, I've got some poison ivy on my knuckle, probably from, it was either, like in Georgia, there were all like people had been ripping poison ivy vines down from the trees, and they were just like hanging in the middle of the trail. And I think I might have bumped into one, or it was from the proper greeting, or you, instead of shaking people's hands, you give them knuckles, or you give them the old knucks. And I might have just contracted poison ivy from bumping knuckles with somebody. So haven't done a lot of that, but it happens once in a while. So I've changed everything over to my left hand for knuckle time. But yeah, this has been a really big hike. By the time we get to the Knock, we'll be at 12 miles. So we've got a 6.5 mile downhill, which is just brutal. Yeah, uphills are tough and brutal, but the downhills can be equally as brutal. Just going down that long, the knees and the thighs, and using the trekking poles the whole time. I use trekking poles, especially for the downhill, to protect my legs. It kind of keeps you can use your trekking poles to kind of arrest. It's kind of like building yourself a handrail the whole way down the mountain, so you can kind of take some of that pressure off of your joints and whatnot. But yeah, today's gonna be an interesting day. And I just want to do another shout out really quick to the Green Mountain Brigade. They did the trail magic yesterday, and they did a phenomenal job. Really thankful for that. and there's been some other people too. There were some folks at Winding Stair that were just awesome. One of the big complaints that we've been having with Trail Magic, and I know I kind of hoisted a complaint yesterday and said it was like trail expectation. And the reason why it's that way is because people who do Trail Magic, they leave their signs on the trail. They'll take like a paper plate and write Trail Magic ahead. And you get a group of hungry hikers walking along, and they all expect, just that, like a hot dog or something. I don't know. It's kind of sad that we expect stuff, but if you're going to put it out there, I mean, you get hungry people walking by who are burning, 6,000 calories a day. They're going to say thank you and sit in your chairs and have a good time with you and really be appreciative. But I guess the problem that we're having is that some of these people who are doing Trail Magic are just leaving their trash on the trail, like their signs. The Green Mountain Brigade, on the other hand, they actually had really pretty little hand-painted signs that said, Trail Magic ahead. And they actually did Trail Magic this weekend. They were supposed to do it next weekend, but one of their members, a young guy, I think his name was Roland or Ronald, it sounds like he's an expert, archer, and he's going to be in an archery competition, and apparently working his way into some kind of world championship. So, good luck to him next weekend. Those folks just did a stand-up job. The food was great. They were awesome. And just really appreciate kind of the scene as well. It was awesome just kind of cruising into a 19th or 18th century camp, which, I'm a pseudo historian, so it's always cool seeing that kind of stuff. I like geeking out with people about history, which is funny. But so thanks again. So here's what's for lunch, or for a snack I should say. I got these, this is like my bag of food. All these little dark bits, these are the cherries, dried cherries that I got from the Green Mountain Brigade, which are super rad. Here's where I like to eat lunch. Check out this shelf down below. I've never seen anything like that before. It's sweet. Like, I've looked down in a lot of valleys from trails, but I've never seen a big old, like, almost perfectly graded flat spot. It's almost like it's like an ancient terrace or something. I mean, it's like perfect, and it's got a perfect pitch to it for, you know, if it was a terrace, it's got a perfect pitch for like almost like a flood irrigation. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Here is the Nantahala Outdoor Center. People are cruising.
I'm gonna get a picture of us.
Oh, here by the Big Wester?
Right here.
Okay. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. We're just about to go up a big, nasty mountain. We had sandwiches and
Okay, stop
stuff.
talking. Let's move.
All right. So, for you outdoor lovers, we just walked out of the Nantahala Outdoor Center, which is like it's like this mini outdoor town where they've got a really cool gear shop. I can't remember the name of the guy who helped us, but man, what a great dude. Got us set up on some new paracord and a couple little mini carabiners, a water bottle, the Great Smoky National Park paper passes, which you have to have paper, and the reason is they make you fill out one end of it and put it in the box so that the national park knows that you've entered the park, and so they can track you, which is a good thing. And then you keep the other half, just so you can show it to them if they ask you for your pass. And then we stopped at the general store, had a couple cheap sandwiches. There's also a couple bar restaurants there too. All kinds of outfitters for whitewater rafting. A railroad that I just showed go by. It looks like a little tourist railroad. Yeah, super fun little resort town. Definitely recommend driving through and checking it out sometime. And so we're heading northbound. We just came off of a brutal southbound descent into the Knock, and the rumor has it that this is one of the biggest climbs in the whole of the AT. I think it's between 3,000 and 4,000 feet just to climb out of town. So I don't know how long it's going to take us, but we're going to try. Our goal is to go 7 miles tonight, but it's too late at this point, so we'll probably stop at some dispersed camping around 7 o'clock, as it's supposed to rain at 8 o'clock. But yeah, here's a little view of the trail. So we're just heading uphill. Well, still on the climb. Clouds are rolling in. We've climbed 1,500 feet out of the Knock, and I think we're going to try to stop. There's a creek coming up in about 3/4 of a mile. We're going to catch up on some water and then look for a place to stop for the night. It's been a long day. We've done, I think when we're all said and done, we'll have done 15.5 miles. We've got some friends staying up at, I think it's called Sassafras Shelter, and we've kind of been traveling with them. Not sure if we're going to be able to keep up, but you never know. They move pretty fast. We're just, I don't know, we've just been running long days, and when you get in late, it's hard to get all your chores done in the evening before you go to bed, and then first thing in the morning you really want to just jump out and put some miles under you before the day heats up. Tonight's supposed to rain straight through the night, maybe a total of a half an inch, so we'll see how that goes. But it shouldn't be anything substantial until after midnight, so we have to be very careful on our setup, and everything gets wet. It doesn't matter, just so much humidity in the air, and when it's warm in the tent, all that humidity blows in, and that's super cold air sometimes, and it all condenses and turns into a rainstorm inside the tent. So, but luckily our sleeping bags are waterproof, or heavily water resistant, so we're able to stay warm. And here, check out the trail. Here's some, way down there's the Knock somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.